pass away well into his 4th term, but he is elected in 1940. John F. Kennedy is assassinated. He's elected in 1960. 1980, Ronald Reagan is elected president. There were 3 different attempts on his life, and he survived them all. So he broke the curse of Tippecanoe. 1980. And then 2000, George W. Bush is elected president. And he did not die.
Who bothered?
Well, he didn't. Ronald Reagan didn't die either. Any questions about any of those years? It's just every 20 years. All right. Wars in United States history, the years. Let's see if you know these. Don't look at me. American Revolution. What is it? When the first shots fired? What year? 1775. Good job, little invisible child. 1775 through. That's the last battle, 1781. But when is the treaty signed?
1783.
1783. 1775 to 1783. But you are right. Last battle, 1781. War of 1812.
1812.
You're dumb.
1996?
1812.
You're dumb too. 1812 through 1815.
Because it's less like battle, right?
1850. 1850.
Mexican-American War, 1846 to 1848.
Wait, wasn't this the French and Indian
French and Indian War fought like way before the
1754 to 1763
Yeah.
is the French and Indian War. The War of 1812, we'll get there in just a minute. Well, more than a minute. But it's Great Britain versus the United States.
Will we need to know the French and Indian War?
I will tell you what you need to know out of there. The biggest thing with the French and Indian War would be how it affects and kind of leads to the American Revolution. If you think back to, what was that, September, how,
Didn't British attack Tommy
yeah,
Collins?
like the biggest thing is what happens afterwards. Where am I? Civil War, 1861 to 1865. Spanish-American War is all in 1898. World War I, 1914 to 1918. What year does the U.S. get involved?
1917.
1917. World War II, 1939 to 1945. What year does the U.S. get involved?
42.
44, right?
1941.
It was 1945?
Think about Pearl Harbor. December 7th, 1941. We, within days, are
So
involved in
it
the war.
was from 39 to 45?
And U.S. gets involved in 41. The Korean War, I'm going to go ahead and fill these in. Yes, I know we are not quite there yet. 1915 to 1950 to 1953.
1953?
50 to 53. Vietnam, 1960 through 1975. But the U.S. pulls out of the war in 1973. So worldwide it goes to 75, but the U.S. pulls out in 73. It'll actually be Nixon that pulls us out. Huh?
So it was 73.
I will show you what I did. I put 1960 to 1975, and then in parentheses I put 1973 to remind myself U.S. does not finish that war. Huh? Oh, you just
Oh, no, I was just saying something.
Persian Gulf War is like August of 1990 through the beginning part of 1991. So 90 to 91. And then the last one, the Iraqi War, 2003 through now.
Is that
So you just put a dash. There's no ending date yet.
Is that the official name of the
Still
league?
there's a war.
I thought we like right after, you know. I didn't think it took us that long after.
From whatever I can find, because you know your textbook is really old, like really old,
Like in the 90s?
like 99. I was a freshman in high school in 99.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's my problem. Hence the reason I keep telling them to spend more money. Anyway, I was looking up online because I was going to go with the dates in your textbook, but then I was trying to find it in other textbooks that I have, other APUS books. I was looking online, and no one really has an ending date set on it yet.
No, I mean like the beginning date. I didn't think
It's
that.
2003.
I didn't think it took us that long, you know.
2003.
September 11th was 2008.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm saying.
That day was called the War on Terror.
Yeah, it was
Yes.
the war on terror. Now it's just we over there now.
Miscellaneous dates to remember. Columbus sailed to the Americas when?
14 something.
1497.
1492. Columbus sailed the ocean
I was
blue.
trying to remember the
I remember that song.
1492.
1492. Columbus sailed the ocean blue.
I never heard that song.
1607. Jamestown is established.
That was the first English.
First permanent English settlement. What's the first permanent European settlement?
St.
Augustine.
And that is in what year?
That year.
1565. I haven't asked y'all for that day. You just need to know. Watch that wording.
Wait, what was it?
English.
It was 1575.
Yes, ma'am. 1565, St. Augustine. Just watch your wording. That I remember that test. I still remember that test because I threw several across the room until I realized a lot of people were messing up that wording. First permanent European versus first permanent English. Don't mix those up. French and Indian War ends 1763.
The Treaty of Paris.
60 what?
63. 1763.
63.
Declaration of Independence 1776. Constitutional Convention 1787.
87. Wow. I thought it was 81.
That's the Articles of Confederation.
Oh.
At least
I
you
got
can
some
do this. I
Baileys.
know this little.
1789, George Washington becomes president. The era of good feelings is 1816 to 1824. It is during like Monroe's presidency. If you remember presidential elections better, it's just Monroe's presidency. Reconstruction is 1865 to 1877. Progressive era, 1901 to 1917. Great Depression, we're actually going to say 1928, even though the market crashes in 29 because of the farmers. Farmers are already in the Depression before the market crashes. Through 1945.
Oh my god. Oh wow. That's a long time. I thought it ended in 33.
For our purposes, it goes through World War II because World War II kind of pulls us out. Do me a favor, get a Post-it and let me write you a pass to get one from Miss Cantu. Or go ask Miss Pena. They're in the drawer. One second.
Strict forgetting.
You all.
What am I on? Great
Cold
Depression.
War.
Cold War. 1946 through 1991.
You what? You what? 91.
46 to 91. When were y'all born?
I was born 94.
94.
What you trying to say?
What was 94?
We didn't like money. I don't know if you can tell.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that sounds great.
What time? Okay. Before I start working through the 250 things every AP student should know about U.S. history. If you turn to the very last page, page 35, there are some websites or things that you can print off to help yourself if you would like more stuff at home. Those are some ones that I recommend as well. Like there are some that are flashcards, some where you, like it's other AP classes that has links, so that's free. Okay. Which one are you talking about? Oh yeah, because that's her, like AP US history class, that's her website for her class. But she has a link of other stuff up as well. So, I think in the next 15 minutes, I can finish page 34, all the vocab. And then we can go back to the US history, 250 things. Well, we can start it. There's no way we'll finish it all in one thing. No way we will finish it.
I can see that.
Okay, U.S. history vocab. Agrarian
Farmering.
goes along with agriculture and farming. Number one, agrarian
Number 1 on page 34.
relates to farmers and agriculture. We're on page 34. Number 2, yeomans are usually your small farmers. Not your big plantation owners, those are your small farmers. Small as in they're very short, small as in they own a small amount of land. Very rarely, it may also refer to a lower level naval officer, but you will not see that very often.
Human?
You'll see it like capital Y, and it'll be someone's title. Way less common.
Naval officer?
Yeah, like low level.
Like they just joined.
3, headright system, in which someone gets a promise of a certain amount of land, like maybe you get 50 more acres if you will migrate to a certain area, or if you